Rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, cause it's cold out there today.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
Hello and welcome back to the Orb. It's cold outside, and you know what that means. Winter Derby time. Magic the Gathering's old school premier winter tournament. 191 players gathered from all around the world to play webcam Swedish old school. Let's take a look at these decks. This is my Winter Derby deck. I wanted to play it last LobsterCon. I ended up changing my mind at the last minute. This deck, you have to put up a lot of your mocks in. The reason why is the main piece of this picture here, the 3 Armageddons and the 3 energy fluxes. This is an artifact hate deck. It does pretty well against the deck. Typically what happens is we trade blows. I wipe out a lot of artifacts, and Llanowar Elves do a lot of damage. But this is what I have together. We look at the creature package. I do have 27 mana sources. And 6 of them are from the creatures. Birds of Paradise to Llanowar Elves. Deal with Suchis in this format with the Argothian Pixies, 3 Dibs, 3 Sarah Angels, and 3 Arnhems. Disenchants and swords in there to stifle the opponent. Sylvan Library to do some digging. The normal power cards, no Lotus, 19 lands. So let's take a look at my opponent's deck, William. William's got a red-blue Burn, Blast, Dib, Suchi, Delight. No, I mean, this is counterburn, right? 4 counter spells, a mana drain, Time Twister, Wheel of Fortune, just draw you 7 new to deal 3 at a time, or maybe 4 at a time. Those are his options. You know, the Dibs deal 3 at a time, the Suchis deal 4. Same with the Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning and Psyblast. So I like this deck. It's been around for a long time. Suchi's powerful in this format. Don't have to worry about the mana burn. Yeah, let's get to game number 1. And here we have game number 1. William leads with a Strip Mine and a Mox Ruby. Passes to me. Lead back with a Pearl and a Strip Mine of my own. Tap the 2 and disenchant his Ruby. He fires back a Lightning Bolt, so I'm attacking mana base, maybe him not showing a mountain down. Eating the Ruby. He plays an island. Strips my strip to set me back. Play planes of my own. Apparently we're both playing land destruction. Plays a tropical and passes back to me. I drop a Savannah. And our Argothian Pixies. 2-1, almost protection from artifact. Almost being the key word. Pass back to him. He drops another island and passes back to me. I swing in for 2 with the Pixies. Puts him on 18. Play a Forest. Tapping 4 sideways. Armageddon. See if he has an answer for the Armageddon. He does. Fires off a counterspell. I'm down to 3 in hand and pass back to him. Ooh, taps 4 for a Suchi. So, Pixies are the blocker for him, right? That's why one of the reasons I built this deck. And there's another answer for Suchi, a Disenchant. I come in for another 2. William's down to 16. And I pass back to him. He's taking a minute For his options, he plays a Wheel of Fortune. I have 3 in hand. Looks like he has 2. He gets rid of a Side Blast. I get rid of an Ancestral, a Brain Geyser, and a Dib. So I was short on blue mana on the board, so I couldn't play those cards. Otherwise, that Ancestral would have been in my graveyard. I get 7 new ones. He plays a Chain Lightning on my Pixies. That's 17 to 16. Still in one's game. Plays an island, passes. I play a Tundra. Tap 4 for an Urnum Djinn. 4/5, swinging through the vines from Arabian Nights. That is a real threat. He's going to spend a lot of burn to deal with that thing. Safely on the board as he only had 1 island untapped. He's tapping 2. Oh, he's tapping 3 for a Psionic Blast. Taking 2 damage. Oh, wow. And tapping another for a Chain Lightning and a Time Walk. Okay, so 2 for 1. On the Urnum. Twice good. Time Walking William drops a Factory and passes. I still have 6 in hand. Looks like he's down to 2. Decided on what land to play. Drop a Tundra. And play another Urnum. Wow. That's bad news. So 5 cards in hand. Oh, play Birds of Paradise also. Looks like I'm passing back with 4 in hand. Oh, wow. Look at this. Double Psionic Blast to my life total. So I go from 17 to 9. William drops to 10 for the 4 damage from the Side Blast. He's got an Urnum. I'm sorry. I have the Urnum. He's got a Black Vice in play now. But I have 4 in hand. That's not going to do a lot. I'm sure he's looking for another draw 7. Play Regrowth and cast Armageddon. Uh-oh. So he had problems anyways. He's on 10, going to 6 with the Urnum coming in. No lands in play. I play a City of Brass. Don't really have to worry about that. Oh, he just picks up. So game 1 to me. And here we are, off to game 2. Game 2, Flux Geddon is up 1-0. Flux Geddon is mine after the obvious Energy Flux and Armageddon's. Speaking of Armageddon, that sealed up game 1 there with an Urnum and a Birds of Paradise on board. Williams on the play. Starts off with the Volcanic Island and a Mock Sapphire. I respond with a Tropical Island. A Sapphire of my own. Both have 2 blue up. I'm tapping my 2 for a Sylvan Library. No answer back from him, so I pass off the turn. He drops a City of Brass, takes a point, and puts a Dib into play. Okay. I take a stroll through the library, look at my top 3. Double check my hand. Just take 1. It's a Tundra. Drop Tundra into play. Tap 2. We have a Chaos Orb. Uh-oh. Activating the Orb. I'm going to use my Sylvan Library as the designated target. Let's take a look at this Orb flip. Oh, that's a solid hit. That's an answer for his Dib. His Dib's down. I pass the turn back to him. I have 4 in hand. Drops a factory, taps all 4, and puts a Suchi into play. He's down to 18 off the damage from the City Brass. Passes back to me. That is one thing my deck is covered on typically is Suchis. I feel with all the artifact hate, that shouldn't be a big threat. I'm playing a Savannah and a Llanowar Elf. Tapping 2 more for a Divine Offering on Suchi. He's tapped out. It's going to give me 4, put me back to 20. Extra ramp with the Llanowar Elf. He plays an Ancestral. That's something. Here, that card helps turn the game around. Although, really, at this point, the game's pretty fair. He's got a factory in for 2. Puts me down to 18. Drops another Volcanic, and he passes back to me. Don't mind me, I'll take another stroll through the library. Look at the top 3. I'm tapping 4 and an Urnum. I know that Urnum's tough for him to deal with. Let's see if he has any answers from the sideboard. Red and blue don't really have a whole lot of good answers for Urnum. Other than Counterspell. Okay, he's tapping 4 for another Suchi. Both still on 18. My 4/5 is slightly superior. I send my Urnum in. Puts William down to 14. Tap 2 for Disenchant on his Urn. No Counterspell. Oh my gosh, and then an Armageddon. I think I was trying to draw out a Counterspell. He's got a bolt for me. Oh, he bolts my my Llanowar Elf. I have 1 card in hand, Suchi on the table, and we both have a Sapphire. He plays a Mountain and passes. This is not looking good. I'm taking an extra card. Wow. I go down to 14. I swing in for 4 with the Urnum. Put William down to 10. This is going fast. He draw goes. I take another walk through the library. Swinging again. He's down to 6. He draws again. Gets an island. Oh, it doesn't have an answer. Wow. That went quick. So 2 games in a row. Geddon sealed it up. And look at the sideboard. He had some red elemental blasts for me. Looks like I had some blue elemental blasts. I did stick in some extra divine offerings for his Suchis. When you get a chance, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.